Hey, welcome to Thor's Hidden Gem, and I just want to share 3 ways that you can easily eat your carnivore diet when you're out and about, whether that be at work, travel, on vacation, any of that good stuff. Because I know that was the tough part for me when I tried doing the carnivore diet like almost 6 or 7 plus years ago. It was one of those ones like, hey, if I'm at home, I can always cook a steak, I can always have eggs, I can always have burgers, and so on like that. But what do you do when you're out and about and you have to brave either the restaurants or other people's houses sometimes and so on like that and try to look for a good all meat meal? So, my number one, and this is probably the best one of them all because it's pretty much in easy abundance, but is you can always get burger patties. Burger patties from there's generally all kinds. I mean, you can go to a regular sit down restaurant, but even the fast food restaurants, and they've kind of gotten a little bit better nowadays where the quality's there. It sounds so weird to say, like, I'm going to go to a fast food restaurant and get a health food meal and so on. But a lot of them have made, and they're all 100% beef patties. For the most part, you're always going to be like, yeah, there might be some oils and things like that in there. But I mean, once again, you're out and about. Let's make it easy. You can always go to In-N-Out. In-N-Out's a real easy one. The burger patties are like $2, give or take, so you can go in there, order 4 patties, 6 patties, whatever you need, and it totally covers you, whether you're out driving, you're at work, you're on the road, you know what I mean? Or even if you're like, visiting relatives and that there's some other meals that there and you're like, I just need to get my protein needs in and so on like that. Well, guess what? Boom. I'm just going to go pick up some burger patties. At least that will sort of cover me for the most part, and there's other places too. McDonald's is another one too that they've come a long ways. I think ever since Super Size Me, they've really like turned that ship around. So their quality is much better now. And I think their burger patties run for about $2. And that's the one that, like, especially when you're on a road trip, you can generally always run across a McDonald's somewhere to at least cover you so you get your meat needs in. And then the other one I like to use a lot is I use the Habit. That's just because I have one in my area and so on like that. So it makes it easy when I'm out and about at work. I can literally just order in 6 burger patties, go by there, boom, they're ready. They got me all dialed in and everything like that too. Of course, there's so many other places you can too. I mean, but some of them kind of come in mixed ways. I mean, I've tried Wendy's before, but their burger patties, they're like an extra buck a piece. And, sometimes the downfall is they will give it to you thinking that, like, you're feeding a dog. So, like, it's totally unseasoned and it's just like, here you go. Here's practically just your burger patty. And you're like, oh, well thank you. I like to think of myself as an animal, but, this is supposed to be for me, not for a dog. But check those burger patties out. That's the easiest way that you can always have something to eat. And it's technically cheaper than anything else. Like, I always think about it. Like, I order that there and I get like 6 patties. And I'm like, that is literally cheaper than somebody just ordering probably a normal combo at a restaurant. Like, they're literally paying more for only getting 1 burger patty, and then they have to have all the bread and fries and all the other junk that, you don't want anyways. So, yeah, burger patties, that's the way to go. Easy, tastes good, and you can get them almost anywhere. The second one that's kind of a good way to go, and now this is where it gets a little bit like, if you're carnivore purist and you're only eating straight red meat, this one kind of throws a little bit curveball, but the way I always sort of look at it is, the red meat is what you choose first and foremost. That's what you want to prioritize. But at the end of the day, hey, there's other meat out there too. And sometimes you just got to be, sometimes there's not always a great deal anyways on red meat. So sometimes let's try some other stuff. But the other one you can always get when you're out and about that you could pretty much find in almost any grocery store is good old-fashioned tuna. And the ones I like the most are the ones that are the tuna in the bag ones, because all you have to do is literally take that, open it up, and then use a fork, and you literally can just eat out of your car, and you're just like, oh, here we go. Here's some just tuna there. It's easier. You don't have to carry a can opener with you or something like that. The bags are easy to, like, toss out later on and so on like that. And they're these, like, weird little aluminum bag things. But tuna on the go, as long as you're not fish biased or whatnot, makes for a great protein source. You can easily get it at the grocery stores and carry them with you, throw them in your bag and whatnot. And then you always at least have something to snack on throughout the day and so on. I like there's like the Charlie tuna ones. They come in like, this says like tuna made for 2, which means that's tuna made for 1 guy working out. And it gives you a good old, I think about 42 grams of protein and whatnot. But it's the perfect one if you're on the go, or if you're going to be somewhere where there's no restaurants, restaurants, no place you can go cook or anything like that. You can just load up and have those tuna bags going. Just total old school Dave Draper bodybuilding style, carry that tuna around. And then the third one that I would say that's another good one that's generally you can mostly find once again at grocery stores, and once again, as long as you're not like trying to be carnivore purist where like you only have red meat, but is you get the hard-boiled eggs. A lot of times you can find them in a bag of 6 or something like that. They're just ready to go. Sometimes you can find them at gas stations as well too, but yeah, those make for a nice one too. You can just pick up those eggs, just eat them right out of the bag and whatnot like that. You got your good protein source. You got, all your vitamins and minerals coming from the hard-boiled eggs and whatnot. And they totally will hold you over while you're out and about, and you don't have to technically worry about anything else. Pick them up at the store, carry them with you in the car, and boom, there you go. There's a meal, hold you on over. And then when you get back home and whatnot, you can always cook up your steak and eggs, old school style and whatnot. But those are 3 ways to keep the carnivore diet going when you're out, when you're traveling, when you're at work, especially if you're not anywhere near a kitchen where you can make stuff, where you can't even reheat anything yourself, especially if it's really good if you work out of a car. If you're in a truck, car, anything like that, and you're there for 12 hours a day or something like that, and you're nowhere near, your own kitchen, your own microwave or anything like that, this comes really in handy, just finding those restaurants, getting those burger patties, and if not, you can always get tuna, you can always get eggs, and they will totally keep you going, and you know that you're not really eating any junk for the most part. So yeah, give it a go. Give it the old college try, you know what I mean? At least keep it in your back pocket for an emergency when you're out and about. And if anybody else has any of those great, carnivore kind of hack diets while you're out and about and you're not next to a kitchen, well, you can always leave a comment there. But till then, Thor's Hidden Gym is out.